I think there was another check-in, might have been an MMR, Ted, but let me get it back to you for sure. You got the list. W5PWW on the old military radio net. This is V12W.
Military radio net, very good. We get everything battened down up there. Don't put anything up that could come down. These freak storms came through here, and they seem to be, at least in the summertime, rather isolated. Certainly not as wide as this hurricane is. Okay, down the end of the list. Put another call out. If there's any other stations out there for the old military radio net, please call now.
KK4GZQ.
I'm sorry, guys. I cannot pull the stations out of the noise right here. So if anybody could relay, please let me know the call letters of the stations that are trying to check in. This is W3PWW, standing by for any relay. Okay, KK4 GZQ is one of them, I take it. Charlie, what was the other one, please, over?
Yeah, there were others, Ted.
W3MMR, over.
Okay, W3MMR. Anyone else, over?
Relay.
Go.
WB2JWU, WB2JWU, Ted, over.
Okay, John. Okay, WB2JWU. Pete. Okay, we have W3MMR, KK4GZQ, and WB2JWU. W3MMR, go ahead.
Yeah, Ted, good morning. W3PWW, W3MMR. I'm going to keep around here. Not great, so I'll sit back on the quiet side. Thanks for the relay, Charlie. Good morning to you. Good morning to you two are really good. You two and Kevin are really the only folks I can hear here at the QTH. And even on the web SDRs, it's kind of rough. Conditions are kind of funky. Sun's rising, things are shortening up a bit. Anyway, I'll keep it moving around here. I'll turn it over to you, Kevin. KK4GZQ. I believe you get it next. W3MMR.
Okay, real good. W3MMR, old military radio net. Good morning from KK4GZQ, located about 16 miles southwest of Lexington, Kentucky. And good morning to everybody. And Ted, I've got a real good copy on you here this morning. You're 30 and maybe even closer to 40 over down here. Good copy on you. I heard Chris, AJ1G, Charlie, good morning to you, and thanks for the relay into the net. And I've heard John down in North Carolina. And I also heard Craig sign out, KB3RHR, when I first turned it on and was getting my coffee. So, Ted, just get me in the rotation. I'm on the Ranger this morning with the OL 1200. everybody on an HQR 180 here. Antenna MPC at about 62 feet there at the apex. Good band conditions this morning. I think the band's starting to show signs of shaping up. Ted, I'm going to throw it back to you because I tried to copy down the call and I just didn't get it, what you said. W3PWW, thanks for running the net, Ted. KK4, G-Wolf2, good morning.
Okay, Kevin, very good. KK4GZQ, W3PWW, and the old military radio. That's very good. Nice signal. Not much problems with your signal this morning. And good to hear you on. W3MMR was rather marginal, that transmission, but I think probably next round he's going to be 100% copy here. Okay, Pete, up to you. WB2JWU, W3PWW in the net. Go ahead.
Send it back to you, Ted, for this round, and we'll see who else is in here today at the top of the list. So W3PWW and the old military radio net, WB2JWU.
W3PWW. Okay, your signal came up, so I was able to hear you that time. So it looks like things are changing around again. Okay. Any other stations for the old military radio net? Any other stations for the net? Please call now. Relay, please. Okay. All right, let's go back up to the top. We've got K4FNY, N1SNG, AJ1G, VY2WW, W3MMR, KK4GZQ, WB2JWU. K4FNY, W3PWW, go ahead.
Okay, Ted, W3PWW, the old military net, K4FNY. Good morning, Kevin, and good morning, Pete. I'm not copying Pete at all. Ted, so you won't hear that, but good morning anyway. Kevin, you're nice and loud in here as usual. So, the band took a swap on us there, Ted. But hopefully we can make a go of it now. Anyway, I'm going to have to have a room right now for the phone. I'm not copying it well enough. He probably won't hear this transmission. And one SNG. Go ahead, man. K4FNY.
M1SNG, Glenn, yeah, Jack checked out. Brown checked out. I think he's on the way to the Ham Fest. Next up is AJ1G. Press go ahead, and then it goes to John, VY2WW. AJ1G, go ahead.
John, you're going to get quite a blow up there. Right now it's in the Gulf of Maine. It's moving very fast. And the western edge of the empire is just as east of that. And I haven't checked it 6 o'clock barometer reading yesterday after the local weather web page. I should probably down up there. Circulation is pretty cool and breezy and deep waters, and that's about it. Hopefully, this one anytime soon. I don't think there's anything out there that's forcing to us here. It's some nice weather, and I was hoping to be able to get up to Boxborough today. We got some other plans in place that may happen, so you gotta pick your battles. But we're having a great week, like I said, great week fishing. Also having a lot of fun with the new mobile radio, the ICOM IC7100 in the truck. Got the best of both worlds. I'm out surf casting, and then got some great locations on the beach to operate from. I also operated from up in my son's place Tuesday on Fox Hill in Vernon, Connecticut. It's a beautiful spot. About 600 feet. It's got a beautiful location with very high height above average terrain all around. And you have line of sight up into the Berkshires. I worked some guys on 2-meter FM over by New York State, Simplex on 146.52. And I also ran a bunch of 20-meter CW Tuesday afternoon. And I worked GB2MG, or GM. GB2GM is a Marconi Memorial Station at Poldhu in Cornwall, where in 1903 they sent the first transatlantic signals across that were received in Halifax. So that was kind of cool to work there. I'm hoping to get out to Cape Cod here maybe this week, coming week, to the Marconi Science Center in Chatham. And I now know what the general operating times are for GB2GM. Maybe I can work them from Chatham, see if I can set that up. So let's see, I guess it goes up to you, John, VY2WW, and your military radio net, AJ1G.
Okay, really good, Chris. Good copy up here, coming in fine. I thought it was up getting coffee when you were trying to check back in. I'm sure I would have gotten it. But anyway, I've been copying 100% over the air. I haven't even tuned to the Insta-Web SDR yet, so everybody's coming in, including Charlie down in Georgia. No problems. All good copy signals here. I think we've got the preparedness about as much as we can do here for it. But it's just a question of, like you said, it's going to move pretty quickly. And although it will slow down some when it hits the landmass in Nova Scotia, but hopefully it's just not going to be too bad. I think we're looking for about a 6-hour event. All told, run around 6 hours of tropical storm winds here. And we'll just see. It'll be interesting. So, good copy all around. I'm not positive if John is still in there. I don't think he is, W4HWT. and I'm not positive, but I believe it might go to Perry. If that's not right, Ted, jump in and fix it. All right, I think that's right. W3 Mike Radio. This is VY2WW in the old military radio.
Yeah, thanks, John. VY2WWW3MMR. Good morning. Unfortunately, I'm having to use the WebSDR this morning and bounce around between them. Between Steve, the QIX WebSDR, between K3FES, Mike's WebSDR, between the one down in Richmond. Just not really good conditions here at the QTH this morning, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. But anyway, I'm hoping things improve here in the Scotia. Sure they will. John, be safe up there, bud. Yesterday we caught a little rain from the edge of Dorian here around the Philadelphia area. A little breezy, but definitely brought the temperature down. It's 55 here this morning. Nice. Got the windows open. Woke up. It was a little chilly. I was able to put a sweatshirt, sweatpants on. I was ready for fall. I'm ready for the weather to cool down, that's for sure. But anyway, we'll keep things moving around here. We were just on the Anand this morning. Wait until things improve. I'll jump over to the other rig and over to the DX100. But put up a new antenna, 125-foot, 600-ohm lateral antenna double, about 55 feet. Seems to be working better than the half-wave that I had up about 35 feet. This is an inverted V as well. EMD. It's great. I was looking for something for the other band, the antenna for the other band. I got a little postage stamp here in the city. So, it works great on 40, works great on 20, and here on 80 works in those three bands where I've been mostly operating. So. Things are pretty good. Anyway, we'll keep things moving around here, Ted. I'm sorry, I didn't catch on who I was supposed to turn to. So, if whoever gets it after you knows if they're supposed to get it, go ahead and pick it up. If not, Ted, pick it up and send it around. My apologies. This is W3NMR.
W3EMD.
KK4GZQ, go ahead.
Okay. Up with anybody else there, Ted. W3NMR with W3PWW, Low Military Radio Net from KK4GZQ. Lexington, Kentucky, a little place called Nonsuch. Nonesuch, Nonsuch, Kentucky.
It is on the map, guys.
Glenn this morning, N1SNG on that last round. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning, Chris. John down in North Carolina. I thought I heard John. Who else did I hear? And I finally got the call sign of the station that I'm supposed to turn it up to. So looks like I'm going to be turning it to WB2JWU. So anyway, good net this morning. It looks like like I said, the band's starting to shape up little by little every day, and I think we're starting to get into that time of year. Charlie, good copy from near Atlanta this morning, and I'll go ahead and send it on around. WB2JWU with the old military radio now. KK4GZQ. How copy?
KK4GZQ and the old military radio net, WB2JWU. Okay, very good. Thank you, Kevin. You're a little light up here in Station 3. You should be at 100%. And the New England stations have come way up. Good morning to Glenn. Very strong signal. Chris, good morning to you. And sounds like you're really enjoying your retirement and keeping yourself busy. John up there in Nova Scotia, very strong signal here, just rolling right in, and hope everything works out as Hurricane Dorian makes its way up there. Glenn, yes, boy, Nearfest is coming up right around the corner now, and looking forward to seeing you and all the rest of the usual gang up there. But first we have the MRCA meet down in Gilbert, which that one's also coming up very quickly. I guess that's like about 3 weeks away now. And I know Dale is going to get some information out on that and get everybody thinking about the activities there. So I heard some other stations in the background, Ted, probably waiting to check in, so I'll send it back to you. W3, PWW, and the old military radio net, WB2JWU.
Okay, Pete, WB2JWU, W3PWW. Rough copy that time. Your signal kind of dropped off and the noise level came up, so a little difficult copy on you that time, Pete. Okay. Any other stations for the old military radio? Not, please call now.
Whiskey 3 Echo Mike Delta.
Radio Sierra.
K3HVG checked in, Ted.
Okay, I got K3HVG. Anyone else, over?
Mike Delta, Whiskey 3 Echo Mike Delta, over.
Okay, W3 Echo Mike Delta. W3 EMD. Anyone else, over?
84RS.
Relay.
Go.
KD4RS, Kilo Delta 4 Radio Sierra. Ted, over.
Okay, KD4RS. Okay, we have W3 EMD and the KD4RS. Anyone else, over? W3EMD, go ahead and make a transmission, then pass to the KD4RS. W3EMD, go ahead.
This is Whiskey 3 Echo Mike Delta. Good morning. My name is Buzz Bravo Uniform Zanzibar, and this is first time on the net. I would like to get a word just to see if K3HVG is copying me. This is ART-13 running by a dynamotor that I got from Jeep. I'd just like to check. Are you copying Jeep, K3HVG, W3EMD?
Yeah, Buzz, you're loud and clear, loud and clear. Nice signal, and good to hear your voice on the air, Graham.
Roger. It took a little while to get things going here, but now working very well, getting about 120 watts output, and about 120 watts output running from the DY17A dynamotor, and a 28-volt supply with 9 farads of storage capacity to start the dynamotor. So for the benefit of the net, my name is Buzz Bravo Uniform Zanzibar. I am 100 miles north of New York City, 100 miles north of New York City near the town of Rheinbeck. That's like the River Rhine in Germany, B-E-C-K, Rheinbeck. Right now running an ART-13 that I got from Jeep and receiving on a 75A4. The antenna is a 600-foot square loop, horizontal loop, north, south, east, west faces, 40 to 60 feet high. So just wanted to check in and say hello to Jeep and let him know that the rig is working very well. Down to Kilo Delta 4, is it Romeo Sierra? If you're copying me, that's quite a stretch. This is W3EMD near Rheinbeck, New York. Go ahead.
All right. I hope you can hear me. This is Kilo Delta 4, Radio Sierra. Name is Jose Joe. We're located here near Tampa, Florida. Probably 20 miles outside the city here in the town of Rico. And sometimes the copies are a little light, but it has to do with the propagation. Anyway, I don't have anything extensive to add, so I don't know who's about to take it, but I do appreciate the other station that relayed my call from KD4RS.
Okay, Ray, very good. Nice signal into southern PA this morning. And W3EMD, solid copy from the ART-13, sounding very good. And did not hear K3HVG. I guess he's probably too close to me. Okay, I'm going to take one more stop off for check-ins. Anyone else out there for the net, please call now. Okay, going to try to make one more round here. I have Charlie, K4FNY, N1SNG, AJ1G, VY2WW, W3MMR, KK4GZQ, WB2JWU, K3HVG, W3EMD, and KD4RS. Charlie, down to you. K4FNY. This will probably be the last round, I imagine. K4FNY, W3PWW. Go ahead.
Okay, Ted, W3PWW, and the old military man, K4FNY. Yeah, I'm starting to lose the station here, Ted. So I'm going to go ahead and sign on this go around, but I thank you for calling the net. And good morning to Pete and Pete there, and Jose. It's been a long time since we've had you, so Jose. Get connected here. Good signal from the Tampa area. 73 says thank you again for calling the net. We'll try it again next week. So 73. N1SNG. K4FNY. 73.
Yeah, K4FNY, N1SNG, and the old military radio net. Well, a very good signal there this morning, Charlie. He's come right up to par there. You have a safe weekend, and your signal's held up most of the net, so not bad. The VC610 doing a great job. And a very good morning to Buzz on the ART-13 up in the Rhinebeck, New York area. Sounding very nice this morning. I am also running an ART-13 with the DY12 dynamotor. And I have a set of batteries in series, marine deep cycle batteries in series with the PP4763 power supply to get over that first speed bump on the dynamotor there. So we're running about 100 watts here. I was running it a little higher, but I seem to have some issues with the maybe driving it too hard, but in any case, yours is sounding just fantastic, and it sounds like you had Jeep work out some of the details with you there. So very nice to meet you this morning. Very nice to hear another ART-13 also. So we'll keep it rolling along, and Ted, thanks for running the net. Your signals come way up again, so a nice finish to the net here. Thanks again for all you do, and John, be careful, and hopefully that storm takes a right turn out to other areas. So batten down the hatches, that's for sure. So Ted, I think it goes over to Chris, AJ1G or W3MMR. So I'm going to send it back to you. I kind of lost the rotation here. So W3PWW for assistance, N1SNG.
Okay, Glenn, very good. Yes, AJ1G and Chris, I will not be on the CW net tomorrow night. I'm going over to an event late Sunday afternoon. I'm pretty sure won't be back at 9 o'clock, so if I do get back, I'll check in. But anyway, if you would take it, I'd be very thankful for that. AJ1G, go ahead.
Yeah, very good, Ted. W3PWW and the old NORAD net. AJ1G.
Okay,
I'll take the CW net tomorrow night, Ted. No problem with that. As far as I know at this point, I don't expect to be away. Should be at the home station. One exception would be if there's a good high tide tomorrow night. Yeah, it's not going to be tomorrow night as far as I can tell out at the beach. I might be out there chasing stripers or DX on some band from Weekapaug Point. It's a very nice location. On the water, there's a turnout, and you can park, and you're about 30 feet above the water. You can actually fish from that spot 30 feet above the water if you want to scramble down and get your fish if it comes in. There's a whole row of some sand cliffs and rocks and things like that, but it's beautiful line of sight from about 270 degrees, 90 degrees at 270 degrees there. And been working in Australia there, called CQ from there and lit up VK4 a reverse beacon with 15 dB of SNR with 100 watts from the 7100 Mobile in the truck. And hopefully get out there today sometime. I'll have to check that. I think there's an afternoon high tide, and then high tide's been like very early in the morning, but it's gradually rotating to the point where it'll be, near light around when high tide occurs. You like to fish on the drop right after high tide, especially there's a lot of rocks there, and the water comes in over the rocks and makes for a very good place. The fish really come in there. So other than that, a lot of family stuff. Yesterday we went up to Son Dave's. Diane decorated the house for a 11-year birthday party for our oldest granddaughter. It was a Harry Potter themed thing, and it was very cool with lots of LED candles and sparkly lights and planetarium type projectors on the ceiling and something I never heard of. I never followed Harry Potter. There's a thing called butterbeer, which apparently it's something that they drink in the hall or whatever, and it's really good. It's like flat cream soda, and you add butter extract to it. It's like butterscotch. Boy, does it taste good! It's great stuff. It's not beer at all. It's just flat soda with the butter extract, and really, really good with whipped cream and everything. Very, very cool. Anyway, we're going to hang around a little while here. I don't know what time Diane's getting up and what our plans are for the day exactly yet, but we might be on the road. I think it goes up to John. John, hope things hold out for you there. Right now, the storm is, I think maximum sustained winds are 85 miles an hour. It's significantly weaker than it was down south, but a fairly big wind field, and right now it's in the Gulf of Maine and headed your way. VY2WW, I imagine this will be my last transmission. Everyone have a great week, remainder of your weekend. VY2WW and the old military radio net, and W3AMD, before I forget, very nice sounding ART-13 and a very nice sounding DY-17A, a song very familiar to my ears here. We'll have to get mine on and go 13 to 13 at some point. VY2WW from AJ1G.
Okay, very good, Chris. Starting to lose signal propagation now. Not so much starting to take a deep fades. We're well past. We're an hour past sunrise here, so it's time for that to happen. But anyway, good signal reports. I got a good copy on Jeep last go around, K3HBG, And Mike Radio was very strong. KK4GZQ was about 5'9", and WB2JW was also coming in very well. So I'm going to sign out to make this my last one. Then I believe it goes back to Perry if he's still there. If not, Ted, pick it up. And I'll see you guys next week. W3 Mike Radio and the Military Radio Net, the BUI2WW. I'll sign out.
All right, John. It's always a pleasure. VYTWW in the old Military Radio Net. This is W3 MMR. Have a great weekend, John. Stay safe up there. And hopefully you guys don't experience too much from the storm. But nevertheless, I'll be saying a prayer for you down here. And I actually just pulled it up on windy.com. It's a pretty cool weather website if nobody has checked it out. Windy, WINDY.com. Very good, wind plots and satellite imaging, and it's very, very informative as well. So. Yeah, it looks to be in the Gulf of Maine. Wind gusts around 90 maximum. I'm not sure what the sustained winds are, but looks like wind gusts up to about 90, and should be creeping up your way, John, here pretty soon within the next 24 hours. But stay safe. And John, your signal went down that last go around, but everybody else's, the locals here, I guess the boys in New England and Ted and you guys are starting to come up a little bit, but we'll keep things moving around here. And just want to say real quick, Buzz, you sounded real good this morning. Good to hear you. Big signal here into Chester, Pennsylvania, right outside Philadelphia. And Jose from down in Florida, good signal, man. Sounding great up this way. Welcome to the net. I don't think we've spoken before. Name's Perry, and hopefully we get to hear you again next weekend. But anyway, I hope everybody has a great weekend. And I'll say 73 since this is the last go-round. And we'll talk to you boys again next Saturday morning. Down to you, Kevin. KK4GZQ in the old Military Radio Net. Take care, guys. W3 MMR.
Okay, Perry. W3 MMR with the old Military Radio Net. It's KK4GZQ here. Lining up on frequency here, and there we go. And Perry, a light bulb just went off in my head here. When you handed it to me earlier, I'm sorry, I didn't recognize it, but now I know who you are. And tell Dad I said hello when you get a chance. Good to hear you this morning, and your signal picked up here quite a bit on that last sound, and sounding beautiful audio on the rig there this morning. Great to hear you, Perry. And hello again to, hello to Buzz, EMD with the ARC-13 dynamotor there. Good copy in Lexington, Kentucky this morning. And Joe, good morning to you down in the Tampa area. KD4RS, good copy here again this morning in the Lexington, Kentucky area. Kevin, KK4GZQ, listening to you on an HQ180. So, that's 73 all the way around. I'm looking forward to some better van conditions here on 75 meters. I picked up a little bit of activity and time on 40 meters. I'm trying to get back on there slowly but surely. But we'll look forward to the winter time and getting in here and listening to you guys on the radio. That's very enjoyable. And Ted, as always, thank you so much for running the net. You do a great job, and this is always a great net to listen to. Also, I meant to say good morning to Glenn and Chris up there. And if you guys are still listening, have a great day. So with that, I'll send it on around here to WB2JWU. Pete, I still haven't got a copy on you. We'll see what happens this round. Both 73 all the way around. WB2JWU. with the Old Military Radio Net. This is KK4GZQ, sign and clear, 7-3.
KK4GZQ and the Old Military Radio Net, WB2JWU. Okay, very good, Kevin. Still copying you up here in central New Hampshire. Not terribly strong, but 100%. And good morning to Jeep. And welcome to Buzz, our new check-in with a very nice sounding ART-13. I can hear the dynamotor in the background. And even copied the station way down in Florida there. It's quite light, but I don't know if Jose would be copying the BC-191 down there, but I'm copying you up here in central New Hampshire. So, interesting band conditions. So, 73, everybody. Have a good weekend. And hopefully we've seen the last of Dorian. And John, hope things go well up there as the storm approaches for you. And Dorian will be something for the history books. So again, 73 to everyone. And look for everybody next week. Let's see, I think it goes down to Buzz, W3EMD, and the Old Military Radio Net, WB2JWU.
Yeah, this is Whiskey 3 Echo Mike Delta. I think it really should have gone over to Jeep there. Good morning to all, and I'm copying most pretty well in here in eastern New York State. Thanks for the reports. I really appreciate it. I don't get to this station very, very often. My home QTH is in New York City, in Manhattan. And this is a farmhouse that we have about 100 miles upstate near the town of Rhinebeck. And that's where all of my older gear is. Just for the information of the net, this is my original call sign that I got in 1956. So a few years of operating, about 62, 63 years at the moment. Been off and on the air over the years, moved around the country and around the world. And lived in New York now for about 20 years and had this place up here since 2007. Again, a bunch of older Collins gear in addition to the Elecraft radio that I operate remotely from New York City. So let me turn it. I think Jeep got skipped in the rotation here. Turn it over to you, Jeep. Again, Jeep, thank you for the wonderful piece of equipment and for the advice. And so far, no smoke. So far, no smoke. And you can turn it, I guess, down to KD4RS if he's copying. That's a long, long way from here. K3HVG to take it. W3EMD. Thank you very much, Ted. Go ahead, Jeep.
Okay, Buzz, W3EMD in the Old Military Radio Net, K3HVG in Frederick, Maryland. And Buzz, very gratifying to hear the reborn. I sold another one to a gentleman up in Pennsylvania. I haven't heard him on yet. I think I've sold 3 of them over the last couple of 3 years, and I think you're the first one that I've actually heard on, so very, very gratifying indeed. Sounds good, and as others have said, the dynamotor whine in the background is quite period and quite appropriate. But the modulation on the scope looks excellent. Both of I was on the ART-25 this morning, but I'm on commercial gear, so one of these weekends I make sure I'm up on the ART-13 so we can do it a two-way via ART-13. Now, I guess the only thing you need to get there is either a BC-348 and soak it up, or perhaps an ARR-15 or a pair of them to make an ART-25. But anyway, it's whatever works. That's the important thing. So good morning to you, sir, and I guess have a good trip back to the city. With that, I hope Ted's copying this morning now. KD4RF, Topeka, and the old military radio net, K3HVG, over.
Kilo Delta 2, Alpha Foxtrot Lima.
KD4AFL, stand by. KD4ORS, KD4ORS, go ahead.
You said it to KD4RF?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's I think there's another station with a prefix of KD4. Anyway, I'm keeping my transmission short, waiting for a little better propagation, maybe. But I'll be monitoring here. I'm going to go into the kitchen and make some coffee there. But I do appreciate the opportunity. I changed something since yesterday. I'm running on a loop antenna. It's a square loop about 60 feet high. So I don't know if there's any performance change that the guys that I talk to normally will find. We'll see later. Thanks again for the back to number. I think there's another KD4 there. So, to the back from KD4RS in Valrico, Florida.
Okay, KD4RS, W3PWW in the old military radio net. Thanks for checking in this morning. And goes next to KD4AFL. KD4AFL, go ahead.
It's KD2AFL, Kilo Delta 2, Alpha Foxtrot Lima. The name is Darrell here. Good morning, everybody out there in the net. I'm working a T368 transmitter, and I think I got on the net maybe a good 6 months ago. Not sure, but got a lot of static crash up here. I'm in New Jersey, and I'm on an inverted V, and it's about 65 feet in the air, and this is one of Robert's creations of a T368 W0 voice modulated carrier. He done this transmit over for me. But I don't have too much good conditions. I'm getting a lot of static crash, but I can hear a couple of stations. So I just want to jump in there and say good morning, and everybody have a good weekend. This is KD2AFL. Good morning, everybody. 73s.
Okay. Great sounding T368. KD2AFL sort of messed up your call there. And that's what we're on here at T368C and receiving on an R390A. But that one sounds quite nice. Okay, and all stations for the old military radio net, please call now.
WA3KLR, Kilo Lima Romeo.
WA3KLR. Stand by a minute. Anyone else, over?
WB3CTC.
Hey, good morning, Mike. CTC, recognized. Anyone else? Okay. WB3 KLR, go ahead and make one, and then pass it to WB3CTC.
Yeah, okay, W3PWW in the military net from WA3KLR. I don't know if I've ever been on here. If I have, it's been years and years and years. And Ted, I eyeballed you at the Reading World War II meet years ago. I operated your the one I think it was an 807 station with a remotely controlled gasoline generator. Anyhow, this is Tom. I'm located west of Quakertown. I got on here this morning to try to hook up with Mike, the WB3CTC. I want to talk with you after the net. So I'm glad I ran into you here. I just got up a little bit ago, Ted. And I'm running a stock Viking 2 with an old crystal mic just right into the Viking 2, no audio gear, and receiving on an HQ120X. And so I don't know if it goes back to you, Ted, or right to Mike, but I'll turn it back to you, Ted. W3PWW from WA3KLR.
Yeah, okay, Tom. Why don't you go ahead and call Mike? Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike, are you copying me okay? This is Tom, WA3KLR.
Yeah, okay, Tom. You're full quieting here. WA3KLR, the old military radio net, just WB3CTC. American Lancaster, PA, running the ART-13 and the BC-348. So, Tom, I'll turn it back to you, and if Tom has something he wants to talk to me about, we'll do it after the net.
Okay, Mike, very good. Any other stations for the net? This is the last call. Any other stations for the net? Please call now. Nothing heard. We'll say 73 all around. Thanks for checking in this morning. Net really turned out quite nicely towards the end, and I'm copying everybody right now. So, again, say someone in the CW net tomorrow night. I won't be there, but Chris will be running the net. So if I get back in time, I'll check in. W3PWW, closing the old military radio net, and we'll be QRT. Go ahead, Mike.
Okay, Ted, 7-3. WA3KLR, WB3CTC.
WB3CTC from WA3KLR. Good morning, Mike. We haven't talked in years and years and years, and but I organize what I call an AM brunch at the Shady Maple restaurant once or twice a year, and I knew you were an AMer and you lived in that area, so I wanted to invite you to that if you were interested in attending. It's not too many guys, but I couldn't find an email address for you on the web, and I was about to send you some mail, so I said, well, I'll try to get in here on the Milrad net. I know you operate this, and see if I could catch you, and I did. I don't know if you know some of the guys who attend there. Bert, WA3JYU, Carl, KD3CN, Joe, W3GMS, and a few others. So I wonder if you're interested in meeting with us. I'm going to organize a breakfast. I'm going to send out emails for the people, see who's open on the first 3 weekends of November, and whichever weekend we get the most responses for, that's where when we would meet. But we usually meet a little before Thanksgiving. So back to you, WB3CTC, WA3KLR.
Yeah, okay, Tom. WA3KLR, WB3CTC. Well, if I look you up on the EHAM website, can I get your email address on there?
I'm not registered on EHAM. I'm on QRZ.
Okay, I'll see what I can do, and I'll send you an email.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, send me an email, and then I'll know your address, and I'll put you on the list for this rendezvous call. Sometime one of the first weekends in November at the Shady Maple. All right, very good. Thanks a lot.
Okay, Tom. Well, thanks for the heads up, and I'll get you an email down there soon. Over.
All right, very good. I think one year I had another guy from this net. I don't think he was on this morning. I think his call's KB3HT, and we had him at 10 one time.
Yeah, that's Steve. He lives up in the Poconos.
Okay, I didn't know where he lived that far away. I thought he was in the Lancaster area too. And one of the guys invited him, and that year we had a lot of people, and we were at one of those long tables, and he was all the way down at the other end. So I really didn't get to talk to him. A lot of times the group is about eight or so, and we can sit at one of those big round tables of 8, and everybody can talk to everybody fine. All right, I'm really glad I ran into you. I lucked out, Mike. WB3CTC, this is WA3KLR, clear for your final.
Okay, well, thanks for the call, and I'll try and get an email to you. And have a good one. Looks like it's going to be a nice weekend. 7-3, WA3KLR, this WB3CTC clear.
Roger, 7-3, Mike.